Hey guys, RPM here. So you just saw all the power that is being drawn from all of these ASICs here. It's about 5,400 watts or 23.4 amps at 227 volts. That's pretty much max. I am maxed out on this 240 volt 30 amp breaker or circuit essentially. I wanted to start off with that because some of you guys are wondering how much power I guess all these iPolo V1 minis, the Loyaltech YM200, the Innosilicon A10 Pro 7GB and 5GB, and then the Antminer E9. All together, 5,500 watts, which is just insane. So mainly in this video guys, you recently hopefully saw that I took apart these Innosilicon A10 Pros. I changed the fans on them and it looks like it worked. Alright, changing to a lower amperage like server fan seemed to do the job. Thank you to Evolution Australia. Thank you for sending me these two 120mm server fans. Works awesome. Cools down my A10 Pro, no problem. Then I replaced the 120mm fans on the 7GB model with another 2.7 amp fan, 120mm fan, and works no problem. And then in that previous video, I did try to mine Ethereum on these two ASICs and it wouldn't start at all. But I confirmed I was able to mine, you know, like Callisto, I was able to mine Expanse. Actually, I'm mining Expanse right now. I can show you guys. It's actually working on Expanse right now. You can see the miners are just starting to ramp up right now. They're doing a auto-tuning thing. But I just wanted to see if these Innosilicon A10 Pros, well, if they could mine other coins, but whether or not if I should move them to Ethereum Classic or not. If I should do the Innosilicon ASIC firmware update for these to mine ETC hash. But I heard if I do that, then I'm gonna lose the ability to mine ETH hash coins on these ASIC miners. Alright, so that's basically what I want to go through in this video really quick, and I really want to gauge with you guys, what should I do? Should I keep these on the exact firmware they are now so that I can mine other ETH hash coins, or should I move them to the new ETC hash firmware? Alright, let me know down below. So before I talk about it more, this video is sponsored by Watom.io. Watom is a complete Bitcoin mining solutions provider and the largest distributor of Bitcoin mining equipment in the United States. Watom has got all your mining needs covered by offering everything from the latest ASIC miners to mobile mining containers and power transformers, as well as complete hosting services and full facility buildouts. Their team of over 100 mining experts has got you covered by offering exceptional customer service. They also offer installment payment plans, which makes getting into Bitcoin mining or scaling your existing mining operations that much easier. Link down below to watom.io/RPM. Yeah, this A10 Pro 5GB is still not working at its best because one of the hash boards is broken. I don't know if it's the hash board. I did change out the cable, like I did a different port on the A10 Pro 5GB, the control board here. I moved it from there to there and it still doesn't pop up in the web GUI. So I don't know if I broke this middle control board when I took it out and I kind of cleaned it. When I move to my new place, I'm gonna get an ultrasonic cleaner, like a big one, so that I can dunk the hash boards into the ultrasonic cleaner and then clean them that way. They're still pretty dusty, so maybe that might revive this A10 Pro. Anyways guys, what spurred me to make this video, just talking about what, you know, if I'm going to move these A10 Pros to Ethereum Classic, the firmware basically, is that I saw the profitability for, I guess, Ethereum Classic and also other ETH hash coins such as Cork Chain, Ubiq, Callisto, Etho, Expanse, Metaverse, you know, all these other ETH hash algorithm coins. And so just some food for thought mainly is there going to be a potential possibility, as most people are mainly going to move to Ethereum Classic, should I do the opposite of what most people are going to do? And should I just be mining Cork Chain, Ubiq, I don't know, Callisto, Etho1, Expanse, Metaverse, EtherGem? Should I mine these other coins rather than move to ETC? That's basically it, right? So if I do the firmware update from moving to ETH hash to ETC hash, then I'm going to have a harder time if, you know, there's a chance that, you know, profitability is going to go back higher for these other coins rather than Ethereum Classic. You know, once this Ethereum Classic moves, you know, gets all the hash rate from the Ethereum merge, I'm not quite sure. So that's something that I've been kind of toying around with, and just thinking about if I should, you know, stay on mining with these on ETH hash coins rather than move these ASICs to Ethereum Classic. All right, so that's just what I wanted to gauge with all of you. I've just been having some fun here, you know, mining other coins just for fun. Expanse, for instance, I've been doing it on 2 miners, and this is Callisto, and I already got like 101 Callisto coins, 29 cents, just short time mining. And I'm doing Expanse right now, and I've already mined 2.8 Expanse, but it's only worth 3 cents worth. So I thought that was pretty funny to think about. But, you know, I just wanted to just give that food for thought for you guys. For anyone that has these Silicon A10 Pros, are you gonna go ahead and do the firmware update on these and just mine Ethereum Classic? Do you believe in that Ethereum Classic will go up much higher in price rather than those other coins that I just mentioned before on what to mine? You know, that's just some food for thought, maybe some perspective. Maybe I should just do one of them to Ethereum Classic and not my other one, like not the other Silicon A10 Pro. Maybe what I can do is, you know, keep track of these A10 Pros on which is going to be more profitable, the Ethereum Classic one or the one that can mine the other ETH hash coins like Expanse or something, and then just do a simple long-term test to see which one is more profitable, which one's going to bring in more fiat money eventually, you know what I mean? So another mining pool I was thinking about moving to for these A10 Pros is zergpool.com. Now, they are essentially like a auto exchange pool, it says here, where you can direct your hash power to any algorithm, and the pool selects which coins are the most profitable for you to mine. However, you can also select a particular coin to mine without any algorithms. This can auto-convert what you're mining into Bitcoin, and I thought that was pretty interesting. But looking at the ETH hash, looks like they have ETH hash here. You know, these are new ones they just added to the pool for, you know, essentially profit switching. But when I click on ETH hash, for instance, they show a bunch of the different coins on Zergpool. So if I just point it to the ETH hash on Zergpool, then I'll be paid out in Bitcoin essentially. So I thought that was a pretty interesting prospect that I could do on these guys. But actually, one thing I also saw and read is that they do have indicators on which algorithms are essentially for GPU, for ASIC, or for FPGA. And so looking at the ETH hash one here, it only shows G right now for graphics cards, for GPUs. And if I select A, for instance, that'll be the ones for ASIC miners. And so there is no, I don't know if the Innosilicons will be able to mine on ETH hash on Zergpool for the essential profit switching, right? So I found that to be something interesting. I wonder if Zergpool will implement that in the future. You guys can let me know. For anyone that has an Innosilicon A10 Pro, let me know if you guys can get it to mine on Zergpool or not. I will maybe try it later in another video or something, but this is something I found to be pretty interesting. So just another potential scenario that I could try on the A10 Pros. You guys can let me know. I think there's a lot of different, I guess, ways I could go about with these A10 Pros. Mine ETC hash, mine the other ETH hash coins, mine to I don't know, profit switching pool, maybe, you know, nice hash. I think nice hash are available on these, but I don't know if nice hash, you know, includes the other coins like Expanse or Etho1 or Callisto, right? I don't think those coins are on their profitability pool. But that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say in this video. Just a quick update. It looks like, yeah, these ASICs are working just fine, minus the hash board. If you guys have any ideas what I could do to get this one back up, let me know. The only thing I can think of right now is once I move to my new place, I will get a big ultrasonic cleaner and I'll just dunk the hash boards in there and see if that'll fix it or not. Right, it's pretty old. This one's pretty old now. It's from 2019, according to the hash board that it was created. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts. Appreciate you all. Have a good one. And peace out. You like my mini Doge miners as placeholders for the power supply for the inner-silicon ASIC miners? Isn't that funny? Maybe it's not funny for some of you. They're not even on. I don't think they're profitable anyway.